decide if casual sex hookups are right for you. Yes, they can be exciting and spontaneous and invite a certain amount of sexual adventure, but they can also lead to some pretty devastating emotional outcomes depending on a few key things. Research shows that the way we feel after a hookup, either all excited and giddy or down in the dumps, really depends on why we decided to do it in the first place. So before you dive headfirst into a casual fling, give these 3 questions some serious thought. Number 1 is, do you feel safe? Do you trust this person to respect your boundaries and to listen to both your verbal and nonverbal sexual cues? And do you feel emotionally safe? Do you trust they're not going to treat you poorly the next day or brag about the experience to their friends? Number 2 is, what's your motivation? In other words, are you looking just really for a night of sexual adventure and fun? Or deep down, are you hoping the hookup will lead to a deeper emotional connection or some kind of relationship? From my experience, the most devastating outcomes come from when one person really thinks it's leading to more of an emotional connection and relationship, whereas the other person took it at face value and assumed that it was just a casual fling. So it is really important to clarify that from the beginning. Number 3 is, how will you really feel if you never hear from this person again? Are you expecting a follow-up, or are you really okay with this being about just one night of sexual connection? Just like anything in life, ask yourself these hard questions first to help you prepare for the inevitable outcome later. 3 sex myths you need to delete from your brain. Number 1 is that missionary sex is boring. This couldn't be further from the truth. Missionary position, especially when paired with eye contact, can be incredibly intimate, exciting, and hot. Research even shows that missionary, when there's a pillow placed underneath the woman's butt, is one of the positions that's the most likely to lead to orgasm. Number 2 is that sexual communication always needs to be verbal. You are missing out if you believe this. Sexual communication is often best when both partners are so attuned and focused on each other's bodies and sexual cues that they can almost sense what their partner wants next. Number 3 is that you always have to start out 100% in the mood for sex in order to enjoy it. This is just so unrealistic. As relationships evolve, sexual desire often grows more responsive versus spontaneous, especially for women for whom research shows often only feel desire after sex has commenced and their bodies are beginning to show physical signs of arousal. No one should feel pressure to consent to something that they flat out don't want, but scheduling sex and being open to each other's bids is healthy and reflects realistic expectations. The world is constantly searching for the secret to a passionate and satisfying sex life. It seems we may be one step closer to cracking the code. A new study at Missouri State University asked participants to reflect on what they consider to be the 3 most important ingredients for great sex. Topping the list was emotional connection, with 65% of participants claiming that it is absolutely essential for great sex. In a close second, perhaps unsurprisingly, was orgasm, with 61% of participants putting orgasm forth as another essential ingredient. Worth noting that orgasms came second, pun intended, to emotional connection. A great orgasm isn't the only thing that defines an incredible sexual experience. And third, the final ingredient for great sex, chemistry. Compatibility, connection, and simply enjoying someone's overall company are really critical for great sex. I mean, obviously, it's hard to have amazing sex with someone who you simply just don't like. Now you've got the 3 ingredients for great sex. Go put them in action.